A full-blown public feud has erupted across Turkish social media. At the center of it are producer Faruk Turgut, owner of Gold Film, and actor Can Yaman, who has spent the last several years building his career abroad. The conflict began with a single interview and quickly escalated into public accusations, insults, and threats of legal action. It all started with an interview Turgut gave to journalist İzzet Çapa. During the conversation, the producer was asked whether he would ever work with Can Yaman again. His answer was blunt: no. Turgut explained that although the TV series Daydreamer made Yaman a star, the actor's behavior and public statements after achieving fame created serious problems. According to Turgut, he even sent the actor to complete his military service during a break between projects in an attempt to improve the situation. Can Yaman chose not to stay silent. On Instagram, he published a lengthy statement in which he fired back at the producer. Here are his words in full. "You say you blocked me and cut off my opportunities. Yet my series El Purco has just been sold in America, and in Spain it became the most watched show on a prestigious platform. You even tried to prevent me from working with Yapim and demanded 100,000 euros from Disney as if we had some kind of agreement. Sandokan conquered the world. In Italy, it's won every award there is to win. I'm so happy with what I've achieved, that every bad thing you've done to me has only worked in my favor. Daydreamer was sold in 100 countries, and you escaped bankruptcy thanks to us. Then you even tried to cheat us out of international royalties. But that's fine. I've reached a level where your entire budget wouldn't even cover my fee. For years, you prevented other producers from working with me. Now that I've moved abroad and realized I can do just fine without you, you're furious. Keep making your low-budget shows with unknown actors, and stop trying to cash in on my name. I've answered you, and that's enough. Consider it my last gift to you." Yaman's post spread across social media almost instantly. His fans rallied behind him, praising him for standing up to the accusations publicly and doing so with confidence and well-argued points. Many also pointed out that conflicts between producers and actors are not uncommon in the Turkish entertainment industry, but few people are willing to speak so openly. But the story didn't end there. Turgut released an official statement rejecting all accusations and warning that he was prepared to take legal action. The producer began by criticizing Yaman's tone. "First of all, I condemn this kind of language, which is completely inconsistent with both the education he received in Turkey and his status as an artist. He has repeatedly stated that he does not like Turkey, and that attitude was reflected in the way he treated me." Turgut stressed that he normally ignores personal attacks, but felt compelled to correct what he described as falsehoods and inaccuracies. He then explained why he ultimately decided not to continue working with Yaman. "During preparations for the Disney project, your behavior became unacceptable to me. You demanded that we bring writers and directors from abroad because, according to you, there were no professionals in Turkey. For months, you tried to get your Italian girlfriend cast in the series. I realized it was impossible to work with you, and yes, I let you go, not because you left, but because I chose not to continue." The producer then addressed Yaman's financial allegations. Yaman had claimed that Turgut failed to pay him international royalties. Turgut responded with a question of his own. "If I failed to pay the international royalties specified in your contract, why didn't your lawyer take action? You have legal representation. If I'm such a terrible person, why did you star in my next project, Mr. Wrong, after Daydreamer? 3 years of working together. Ask yourself that question." And finally came a direct legal warning. "I have never cheated anyone in my life, nor have I ever taken what belongs to someone else. But now that I have been publicly insulted and slandered, I will let the courts settle this. I will file a lawsuit for defamation and insult." Fans quickly split into two camps. Some sided with Can Yaman, arguing that he had every right to defend himself. Others felt the actor had crossed the line and that the producer, despite his harsh tone, presented concrete facts and counter-arguments. Then, the scandal took an unexpected turn. Actor Barış Kilic, known for playing Ömer Ünal in the TV series Cranberry Sorbet, publicly came to the producer's defense and soon found himself on the receiving end of a sharp response from the star of Sandokan. On social media, Barış Kilic published a post supporting Faruk Turgut. The actor said he had worked with the producer for 4 years and considered the accusations against him unfair. Although he never mentioned any names, everyone understood who he was referring to. I completely disagree with the accusations made against him. I have personally witnessed the care, respect, and fairness with which he treats his entire team, even under the most difficult circumstances. His only goal is to create quality content and connect with millions of viewers. We have deep respect for him and are fully satisfied with our collaboration. Can Yaman responded, and did so in a particularly bold manner. He suggested that from the level he has reached in his career, people like Kilic are barely noticeable. Like Barış, Yaman avoided mentioning names, but journalists and Turkish drama fans immediately understood who the message was aimed at. Don't bother. You're not that important. We once thought he was honest too, almost like a father figure, until we discovered what was happening behind our backs. You were never worth that kind of money. No hard feelings, just stay where you are. From up here, you're nothing more than a speck of dust. Many of Can Yaman's loyal supporters believe Barış Kilic brought the response upon himself by inserting himself into a conflict that wasn't his. Earlier, Faruk Turgut stated that he intended to sue Can Yaman for defamation and insults. Whether he has already followed through on that promise remains unknown. What is clear is that the conflict between Can Yaman and Faruk Turgut has reached a whole new level, and it could ultimately end up in court. For now, it remains unclear whether the actor will respond to the producer's latest statement, but one thing is certain: this story is far from over. What do you think? Who's right in this conflict? The star who conquered the international market, or the producer who helped create that star? Share your opinion in the comments, hit the like button if you watched until the end, and subscribe for more major stories from the Turkish entertainment industry.